This is the Chat City interviews from 103.2 Preston FM.
And you're with Chat City on Preston FM 103.2. Thanks for being with us. Keep the emails and the tweets coming in. I've been doing tweets as the show goes on. Some days I don't get to do them, but this morning I've been able to do some tweets. So you can tweet us at Chat City PFM, and we look forward to hearing from you. And right now it's nice to welcome into the studio this morning. It's Sally Gorton, and Sally is from Central Lancs Business Club and kind of looks after their social media. Is that right, Sally?
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Well, welcome. Nice to see you.
Hello there. Nice
so tell us a little about Central Lancs Business Club then.
Well, we're a small business club with a long history, but a focus at Central Lancashire is on the social side of things. So it's small to medium-sized enterprises getting together to learn a little bit more from each other's experiences, to network to a certain extent, but it's about enjoyable networking and not that kind of awkward, forced, everybody get in a room and have to network situation. Every month we have a members meeting, and we invite a speaker to come and speak to that members meeting to share their experiences, to share their knowledge of a particular area or their learning in business, and generally just have a good chat together and make business a bit more fun, really.
Yeah, because it always sounds quite serious, doesn't it?
Can do.
Yeah. Well, apparently the gloves are off. I was listening to David Cameron this morning, who's certainly talking about small and medium businesses, and he's making commitments as to what he's going to be doing for small and medium businesses in the future. Do you think people underestimate the power of social media when it comes to selling their business?
I think it very much depends how confident you feel using social media. It is very powerful. It can be very powerful for all businesses that deal with consumers, but also businesses that deal with other businesses. But basically it's all about communications. And for a lot of people, it can be quite daunting, the idea of regularly having to post information online to effectively market your business. How do I go about it? What's the best way to do it? I'm worried about either breaking the internet, or I'm worried about saying the wrong thing. But actually, when people get involved and start to have those conversations online and realise that it's not that scary, they can do very creative and engaging things to make their business more visible to the people that are in the social media space.
Right. So if somebody's listening in and maybe this is the first time they've heard about the organisation, what can they gain from it? What kind of help and support can they be given around social media, etc.?
From Central Lancs Business Club? Well, if you fancy coming along to the next members meeting, which will be on the first Tuesday of February, so the 4th?
Yes, I think it could be.
I'm going to be presenting to that meeting, and I'm going to be presenting on adventures with LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is a professional network that is used by all sorts of people in all sorts of professions to... it's a bit like an online CV, but it's also an opportunity to network with people that you have either worked with in the past or you've come into contact with. It's a very powerful tool for the small business in terms of all the many contacts you make as you're conducting your business, and just retaining those contacts and keeping what you're doing in front of those people. So if you want to learn a little bit more about how you could use that for an enterprise, and it doesn't need to be a business, it could be a local organisation, a charity, a community group, then do come along as a guest to the meeting. Go on our website and drop us a line, and we'd be very pleased to see you.
So LinkedIn it is, isn't it?
It's called LinkedIn.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, What exactly is that site? I mean, I get so many requests from people, and I usually just ignore them, to be honest. And at one point, people were saying you need to be on there, and I was thinking about it. But I could never make a decision looking at the site exactly what I could get out of being on such a site.
Okay. Well, LinkedIn is different things to different people, but it is entirely professional. It's social networking from a professional point of view. So for some people, it's a way of having their CV online and keeping it up to date, filling in all the gaps that you might not be able to get into a 2-page CV. If you're looking for a job, it's a great place to go and look for a job. Most, or certainly larger organisations nowadays, if they don't advertise jobs on LinkedIn, which most do, they will check your CV, your LinkedIn profile when they receive your job application. It's one of the first things that an HR manager will do nowadays. Yeah,
right.
So it's a good. If you can spend just as an employee, if you spend a little bit of time keeping your LinkedIn profile up to date, you may find that you're popping up in searches by headhunters. It will supplement any job applications that you make because you'll be able to provide your LinkedIn profile address, and they'll probably search for you anyway. You can say a little bit more about what it is that you do than you could say on a paper CV.
Well, that's really interesting. So it really is an electronic CV that you can add to as and when.
Absolutely, yeah. And you're entirely in control of what you put on there, and you can include. So, for example, if you're a graphic designer or an artist, you can actually include photos of your portfolio on there. You can include videos and all sorts of rich media. But the other thing that it's very useful for is, in a bit like something like Facebook or Twitter, you can post updates, which can be anything from just a little bit about what you're dealing with this week to a bit of information about what's going on in your business at this particular time, or an announcement. Now, that's a great way to keep your contact network in LinkedIn up to speed on what's happening with you professionally. Right. And it does work a bit like Facebook. On Facebook you have friends that you connect with, and it's a two-way connection. With LinkedIn it's the same. You request a connection from someone that you know, and if they accept, then you can see their information and they can see yours. But it's not about your
like
cute cats or what your kids are doing. It's about...
So it's a very professional based. It's kind of keeping in touch, and it's professional colleagues and keeping in touch with others in that profession or in the arena of various professions.
Absolutely, and it's on all sorts of professions, but whether you're an entrepreneur and you run your own business, or whether you're a solicitor or a call centre manager, it doesn't really matter what you do. If you're a professional, or whatever your profession is, then it's worth being on LinkedIn. Right. The other thing that you can do with LinkedIn, which is very powerful, is you can request recommendations and endorsements from people that have worked with you. And those, if you like what they say, you make those visible on your profile, and anybody who's looking at your profile can see what it's like to work with you. So
interesting. I shall, next time I go on and look, I shall look at it in a different kind of way. So, Central Lancs Business Club.
Yes.
How do people kind of join up?
You can join via our website, which is www.businessclubuk.com. There's a joining form there. It's £25 a year, renewable on the 1st of January every year. And you can process it all online, or if you want to, you can just drop us an email and through the website, and we'll send you out a paper copy.
And this is across the county. It's covering all of Lancashire.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're not choosy really. Everybody's welcome. Probably Chorley, Leyland, Preston. I myself live out near Longridge. That kind of area is I guess where our membership is most dense. But we'll welcome everybody.
And a brilliant way of networking, I take it, because I would imagine that so in a kind of physical sense, you meet once a month and have a speaker.
Yeah.
But I suppose outside that time, it's very much a community that communicates online.
You can do if you want to. All of the members' details, if you remember, all of the members' details are on the website in a listing, and you can contact any member by email at any time through the website. We do find that, because it's quite a relaxed and social environment at our meetings, then people do take those contacts on. There are quite a lot of people that I've got to know through Central Lancs Business Club that I actually am now connected to on like Facebook, and I have direct email addresses for. It is very social.
It sounds that way. And is it very much for established businesses, or if somebody, again, listening who's just setting up in business, it's for people just coming into small and medium business enterprise?
Both. I joined Central Lancashire Business Club just over 2 years ago when I was first starting my business. And it was probably one of the best things I did. I made an awful lot of contacts through it, and my business grew quite fast as a result. It also gave me confidence, because it gave me a group of people that I could regularly meet, all with all sorts of experience, and nobody's unwilling to share that experience. You can ask anybody at the meetings any question, and if they can help, they will. So I'm really glad I did. It gave me access to a group of people, and it really boosted my confidence in terms of what I was doing with my little business.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. And all kinds of businesses, I take it, across the board?
Yeah, from car dealerships. Myself, I'm a corporate communications advisor. We've got a jewellery maker, business gifts, all sorts of things. There's a really wide range, even a chiropractor, I think.
And where do you have the meetings?
We're just in the process of moving venue. We were meeting at Lancashire College, but from February onwards we're going to be meeting at the Leyland Hotel, which is by junction 28 of the M6. Right.
So, more details again then, Sally, if people want to find out more about... First of all, about the evening that's coming up, is it the same website?
Yep. So that's businessclubuk.com, or we're on Twitter at Lancs Bus Club, or we're on Facebook as well. You can search for us there, and LinkedIn. It's going to be on the 4th of February, 8 p.m. at Leyland Hotel, and I'm going to be speaking about adventures with LinkedIn.
Wow, and it is a Tuesday, I've confirmed it.
It is a Tuesday evening, yeah.
So we've got it right. And you were saying that people can, as a kind of taster, come along?
Yes, that would be absolutely fine. It would be great if you could let us know that you're coming, just so we can make sure there's enough chairs out. But yeah, by all means, do come along as a guest, see how you feel. I very much hope you'll enjoy it. And if you do, then please do join.
And as you say, it's that contact, isn't it? It's making contact with other people, it's sharing information, advice, and you being able to find out about anything in business that you are kind of struggling with at the moment or worried about.
Absolutely.
And have you had speakers every month, more or less? Do you...
More or less, we have speakers every month. Sometimes, occasionally through the year, we go... I guess on safari, we go out to another venue to see our speakers. So we went to Canal Boat Cruises once, and we've been to Quairden Park. Occasionally we have what we call members' presentations, which is in one of our meetings we'll perhaps have 3 of the members giving short presentations about their business. But generally we have one main speaker who'll speak for about an hour with questions, then we'll have a break, and then we'll perhaps have another short slot for another speaker to come in, and we get speakers from all over. It's not just members; it's
from across the business world.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, can I thank you for coming in this morning?
You're welcome.
It's been nice meeting you. Thanks.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you, Sally. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks for listening. If you've enjoyed today's interview, why not tweet Huey at ChatCityPFM?